Okay guys, here is the butterfly wing tutorial you've been asking for. Let's get started. So you're going to need poster board or cardboard or whatever you have laying around the house, colored cellophane that's linked in my Amazon storefront. You can also get it at local craft stores, Sharpie, scissors, X-Acto knife, glue stick, glue gun, and something for the ties, elastic, shoestring, whatever you have. Next, I printed off a picture of butterfly just to kind of go off of. You can look up one on your phone or you can just go off vibes, whatever you want to do. First thing you want to do is mark in the center of your poster board so you have a center point. I went 2 inches up, 2 inches down to create a little bit of a block. This is where the two wings will overlap, and that's what's going to create like a sturdy center in the back. Then I went ahead and drew my wings. Honestly, don't take this part too seriously. If you're doing it with your kids especially, just have fun. Make it however you want, but just know that the more intricate, the more difficult. So keep that in mind. Okay, next up I'm going to cut out my first layer of wing. I just did this because I want to make sure that I like the shape. And honestly, I would have made the center back piece a little bit wider and longer so it overlaps a little bit more. The bigger it is, the more sturdy your wings are going to be. After I cut this out, I decided to trace it and then cut the other 3 out. You actually only need 2 wings, 2 pieces of cardboard, 2 pieces of poster board. The reason that I did 4 was that I wanted to sandwich the cellophane between the 2 pieces so that I didn't have a wrong side or kind of an ugly side. I wanted both sides to be pretty. Once I had that cut out, I laid it down and traced it again on my other 3 pieces. And then that way I could cut out all 3 at the same time. Again, I just did the first one to make sure that I liked the shape. After I traced this, I did tape the corners so that they didn't slide around while I cut out the other 3. And again, I would make my back centerpiece that overlaps a little bit wider, a little bit longer, so it's a little bit sturdier next time. Then I went ahead and cut these pieces out. The first time I did these, I just made them with some Amazon box cardboard. So again, use whatever you have if you're doing it with a kid. Especially it's just supposed to be fun. You're supposed to be present. That's the whole point. So just enjoy yourself. I got these poster board pieces so that we could have some that lasted a little bit longer, but do whatever works for you. Now that I have all 4 wings cut out, I'm going to kind of mimic the shapes on this butterfly picture, and you can see it's kind of like teardrop shapes. Keep in mind the less space between each object, the more difficult this is. So I was kind of going for gold here, probably did too much, but hey, that's kind of what I like to do. But just keep in mind that the bigger the shapes, the easier it is. The more space between, the easier it is. Each one of these has to be traced with the cellophane, and there has to be room for glue or tape or something in between. So once I had my wing, I stacked all 4 pieces, clip them together, tape them together, and go ahead with your X-Acto knife. If you're not familiar with working with an X-Acto knife, you can also use scissors. That's probably easier to do with bigger shapes and on cardboard, but it would work with any type of paper. I like using X-Acto knife, but please keep in mind whatever you're going to cut on, you need something on the surface that can get scratched up. I'm doing this at my studio, so this table was fine, but you need a mat, some extra cardboard, something underneath where you're not going to scratch, so beware. Here's what it looked like when I got all my shapes cut out. I'm really excited at this point because I know how much color is going to go in there. So I'm going to separate them and go ahead and start on my first wing. My daughter picked out the color she wanted, so the first thing we're going to do is take that color cellophane and start tracing the shape. So once you lay it down, make sure you trace on the outside of the cutout shape. If you get black marker, for example, on the inside of the shape, then it's going to show through the stained glass portion. Not a big deal, it's not that deep, but just something to keep in mind. Once you have your shape cut out, you're going to go ahead and cut it with scissors or X-Acto. I preferred scissors. Make sure you leave a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch, even more than that. I'd say a 1/2 inch minimum around the shape. That is going to be the portion that sticks to the poster board. Especially with a glue stick, you're going to want more surface area. I personally did not love using the glue stick this time. It did work, but not that well. The first time I did it, I used tape, and I would probably go back to doing tape again, or maybe a stronger glue, even a glue gun, just so that the pieces hold a little bit better. As you can see, I don't have a ton of space over the edge, but this is kind of the idea. Once I finish the wing, I'm going to put the top on, and then I'll have 2 sides that look really, really pretty. After you get that cut out, you're going to go in with your glue stick. Again, I would rather do tape, so next time I make a pair, I'm going to do tape or a stronger glue, but this worked fine for the time being. This also makes it easy, kid-friendly craft. Put your glue around the shape, stick it down, and move on to your next one. You're going to repeat this process for the whole wing, as many colors as you want, as many times as you want. And again, make sure to leave a good amount of space around the object because that's the portion of the cellophane that sticks to the cardboard. This is the part that my daughter helped with last time, so you can kind of go off of the age of your helper. My son, if he was doing it, he would help cut a lot of the stuff too. He's a little bit older. Here's what it looked like when both wings were finished. At this point, I'm obsessed with this pair. Now we're gonna go ahead and glue the two center pieces together. This is what gives it a sturdy back piece right in the center of the wings. So I actually used a hot glue gun to glue that together, and voila, here they are, so pretty. The last step is gonna be to put the straps on. So I went ahead and put 4 dots on my back and used a screwdriver. You can use whatever you want, a pencil to poke holes in the back. And this is what I'm gonna use to lace the wings up. I've done it a few different ways. You can kind of play around with it. You can look online if you want a better way, but I like to make little backpack straps. So that's what worked for us. And here we go, the finished pair of wings.